This is a festival where people of different cultures and nationalities come together, and we learn and help each other, and we care for each other. The World Festival brings us together so that we can understand each other and bring each other together. That is why the World Culture Festival is important, so people from different walks of life can be together. The World Festival, come and join us.
Understanding and learning each other is truly amazing. It's like seeing a new world, and IYF has opened this world for me.
Now the greatest leaders of this world have a strong mind. And through IYF, we listen to many mind lectures. Now these mind lectures are able to instill a strong mind within us. So I believe the students of IYF will be the greatest leaders of the world.
It's strange to gain your hope, being able to change despair of hope. IYF is my hope.
You know, I'm lived without thankfulness, but now I'm different. IYF taught me thankfulness.
Stories of success changed our life. We're changing. It's great. IYF changed us.
In IYF, I can see more cultures and I can learn it. It is a platform for learning, and IYF is the greatest teacher.
The word will be led by the young people, and all of the students that are here today attending this conference will be immaculate, and they are serious about world leadership, and they will be great leaders.
마약을 했던 사람,
whether they used to do
게임
drugs,
중독된 사람,
or whether they used to be addicted to
각종
games,
자폐증에 걸린 사람,
or had autism.
그 사람들이 변하는 거 보면 너무너무 행복하고,
It makes me so happy to see them changing.
참 많은 사람이 변화를 있고,
And many people receive change,
새로워져 가고
and
있어요.
they are renewed.
The change of heart, the change of life, the change of path. The history begins here, and where is here? The IYF.
Yes, I know. IYF will change your life, right?
안녕하세요. I actually had a great time in this online camp. So I make this an opportunity to thank everyone with all my heart for organizing such a wonderful event. This was obviously very well organized. So I really enjoyed the camp.
Hello, welcome to our online talk concert. We are 8 overseas volunteers from Korea. I want to interact with Sri Lankan people a lot, but I'm glad to meet you through Zoom. The concert we prepare is social contribution program with the hope that Sri Lanka will become brighter and healthier amid difficult situation caused by coronavirus. Today, we're going to have a concert with you under the theme of Understand Father. Are you all looking forward to the concert? Through this program, it will be time for you to understand your father feeling and communicate with him. To do that, you have to open your heart and participate freely, okay? First of all, we will do a heart-touching program. Before that, there is a special performance prepared by Sri Lankan volunteers. Are you excited? Do you know acapella? Acapella is about singing only with the voice without accompaniment. The voice of many people gather to create a fantastic harmony. The fantastic harmony of Sri Lankan volunteers, Afrika Hakuna Nunggu Kamawe, and Ebenezer. Please give a big round of applause.
everyone! My name is Chun Da-young. Please prepare the paper and pencil before starting our program Heart Touching. Please prepare the paper and pencil before start our program Heart Touching. Okay, are you all ready? Okay, thank you. So we will have a time to share our thoughts with you. We ask ourselves many questions in our lives, right? What do I want to be? What do I want to do now? There are a lot of questions and answers. Now, I'm going to ask you 10 questions. Listen to the question and write them down on piece of paper. Write down the answer to the question and on the paper, and then you are done. Pick up the paper and show it to us. Okay? Okay, then we will start. Okay, first question. What is your favorite food? My favorite food is chicken. Korean chicken has seasoned chicken, and there are many difficult kinds of chicken such as soy sauce chicken. Do you like chicken too? Okay, I will ask someone. Okay. Tenuja, can you tell me the answer you wrote?
Chocolate.
One more.
Chocolate.
Chocolate. Yes, me too. And Harushana, what about you?
Yes, chocolate.
Chocolate? Yes, good. And Laniti. Okay. Wait. I don't like beans. There are many foods with beans in them in Korea. Okay. Bihara, what food do you hate? Okay, Bihara, please turn on your mic. Okay, thank
Hello?
you. Hello,
Yeah.
okay.
Actually, I hate tofu.
Okay, one more. What food do you hate?
One more time, please. Tell us one more time.
Tofu.
Tofu.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Chinese tofu.
Chinese tofu. Okay. And tenuja. Okay, what
Yes.
food do you hate?
Ladies' fingers.
Ladies' fingers. Okay. Thank you. And next question. What is your favorite color? What is your favorite color? My favorite color is a light purple and sky blue. And Wasantika, what is your favorite color? Okay, Wasantika, please turn on your mic. Okay, Wasantika, please turn on your mic. Okay, another person. Piyumi, what is your favorite color?
Purple and black.
Purple and black. Okay, good. And what about Yoshini?
I like black and red.
Black and red. Okay, good. And next question. What is your blood type? Okay, my blood type is O. In Korea, people with blood type O are considered bright and act. Now, I ask. Okay, Oshandia, what is your blood type?
B.
B? Okay.
Yeah, B positive.
Okay. And 하신디야.
Mine is A positive.
Okay, thank you. And next question. What is your dream? My dream is travel around the world. I think it is really good to go to a new country and have a new experience. Okay, I ask Pia Paika.
My dream is to be a professor in microbiology.
Good. And 데빈디? What is your dream? Okay, 데빈디, one more please. What is your dream? Okay. And 나둔이. Okay, one more please.
My dream is to be a doctor.
Oh, doctor, cool. Okay, good. And next question. What is your nickname? my nickname is Gulliver. You know Gulliver? Gulliver is a giant. My friends calls me Gulliver because I am tall. And 딸이니?
Pamida.
딸이니, one more please.
My nickname is Pami.
Ah. Okay, thank you. And Parker. Parker, what is your nickname? Parker, what is your nickname?
I'm Pamida.
Pamida? Okay, good. Okay, next question. What is your hobby?
Drawing.
My hobby is listening to the pop songs and watching movies. Okay? Tenuja, what is your hobby?
I'm also like K-pop, most BTS and stuff. And I draw and I listen to BTS songs.
Oh, cool. And Naoshin, what about you? What is your hobby? Okay,
It is.
what is your hobby?
It is hanging out with friends. It's not exactly a hobby. Learning new things. Yeah.
Okay. And next question. When was the happiest moment for you? The happiest moment for me was traveling with my family. I love the memory of walking on the street holding my daddy's hand. Do you like to travel with your family? Okay. 오메트라? Okay, when was the happiest moment for you? When was the happiest moment for you? Okay, tell me one more time, please. Okay, and Yoshini, what about you?
I think my happiest memory is meeting my best friends through K-pop 2 years ago.
Good. Okay, yes, thank you. Let me ask you another question. Here 10 questions like before, but this time questions about your father. So please answer the next question about your father. Okay, then start first question. What is your father's favorite food? Thinking thinking about what your father looks like happiness when he eats. Okay. Yara, what is your father's favorite food?
I think it's string hoppers.
Okay, thank you. And Hashintia,
I think it's Taiwan curry.
okay, thank you. And next question. What food does your father hate? Okay. Piyumi. Okay, Piyumi. What food does your father hate? Okay, Piyumi, tell me one more time, please. And turn on your mic, please. Okay. What food does your father hate? Tell me one more time, please.
He hates seafood.
Okay, thank you. And Tenuja. Okay, what food
Yes.
does your father hate?
Mostly instant food.
Okay, but I like instant food. Okay, next question. What is your father's favorite color? Okay, Chayami. What is your father's favorite color? I think there are some network problem. Now, Oshantia. What is your father's favorite color?
Green.
Green, okay. Thank you. And next question. What is your father's blood type? Tarini, what is your father's blood type?
AB positive, I think. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And next question. What is your father's dream? Okay, Laniti, what is your father's dreams?
My father's dream is to travel
all over the world.
Oh, good. And Piyumi.
Live happily with us.
Okay, thank you. And next question. What is your father's nickname? Okay, Umetra.
He doesn't have a
What is your...
nickname.
Okay, tell me one more time, please. Sorry.
He doesn't have a nickname.
Doesn't have any nickname. Okay. What about Naoshin?
His name is already pretty short, so he doesn't have one either.
Okay. Okay, then next question. What is your father's hobby? Okay, Hwaei. What is your father's hobby?
Father's hobby is watching TV.
Okay, thank you. And Tanduni.
නෑ උනාට එහෙම වෙන්න බෑ. නෑ එහෙම වෙන්න බෑ. මොකද මේ ඕක online call එකක් නේ මට මේක
Tanduni, what is your father's hobby?
ඒක වෙන්න බෑ.
Okay, other person. What about Piara? Okay, and next question. What is your father? Okay, sorry. Last question. When was the happiest moment for your father? Devindi.
Father's happiest moment was marrying my mother.
Okay, Devindi, loudly tell me one more, please.
Can you speak loudly, please?
My father's happiest moment is marrying my mother.
Oh, me too. And Harushana, what about you?
When he's at home, that's his happiest moment.
Okay, thank you. Okay, everyone, did you write your answers well? Okay, thank you all for participating. Okay, wasn't it a little difficult to answer questions about your father? Although questions about yourself are easy to answer questions, right? Although we spend time with our dad, we often do not know him that well. So, if you haven't written an answer about your dad, please go ask him after today's concert. Okay? Then it will be time to learn more about your father whom you didn't know. Okay, everyone, thank you for participating.
นูอยากได้พ่อที่ดีกว่านี้พ่อที่ไม่เป็นใบ้พ่อที่เหมือนคนอื่นพ่อที่ได้ยินในสิ่งที่หนูอยากบอกพ่อที่พูดได้แล้วก็เข้าใจหนูได้
อย่าให้ลูกเป็นอะไรนะคะหมอ
บางทีอาจจะไม่มีพ่อที่ดีที่สุดแต่มีพ่อที่รักคุณมากที่สุดดูแลคนที่ดูแลคุณ
Did you enjoy the video? It was really touchful video, right? So I won Magenama Kim Min-ho and one of the member of IYF Sri Lanka, and I'm going to talk about my touching story today. So 5 years ago in the summer, I was a high school student at the time, and I was under stress from my relationships and studies. At that time, my father was suffering from a rash on his foot. Finally, my father went to the hospital. The hospital diagnosed herpes zoster and gave him a pyrrolignous liquid and told him to apply it daily to the area of the symptom. Herpes zoster is a disease that causes hives in one part of the body due to virus. If you get this disease, you will experience severe pain and sensory disorders. In other words, symptoms such as headache, difficulty breathing, and stomachache, and numbness in arms and legs. After finding out the name of the disease, my father started to apply the liquid from the hospital to his foot. This liquid is a medicine that vinegar liquid from trees and has a really terrible smell. My father started to apply it every day in the bathroom. Out of all the rooms, my father chose to apply in the bathroom, which is closest to my room. One day, 2 days, and week after, my father applied the liquid every day. My room was filled with the smell of the liquid. I came home every night at midnight with a tired body, and the only thing that greeted me was a terrible smell. Eventually, I couldn't stand it and got angry with my father, so I shouted with my father, "Dad! Please stop it! It doesn't work, please!" And I slammed the door and but the smell of the liquid filled the room, and I was even more annoyed. But when my father saw me like this, he didn't say anything. And a week later, when I came home after midnight with an exhausted body, the smell of liquid disappeared. At first, I thought, oh, it's so nice that it doesn't smell terrible anymore. Maybe has it been a month already? That's how much time has passed. One night, I lay down to sleep with my tired body, but I was so thirsty, so I came out to living room, get some water. I'm sure everyone was sleeping, but the bathroom was lit and the ventilator was turned on. Beyond the bathroom door, my father was crouching and applying the liquid on his feet. I didn't say anything to him. I thought my father had recovered from his illness and become healthy. That's why I didn't smell anything. But it wasn't. Even though he is sick, he would waited for me to fall asleep so that he can apply the liquid late at night. I was so heartbroken, knowing that my dad secretly applied the liquid late at night because of me. But my father secretly continued to apply the liquid for another week. After father's illness, all better, and he said to me, "You've a hard time smelling the liquid, right? Great job, my son," he said. But I couldn't say anything, and I just cried and hugged my father there. Through this incident, I felt my father's love, and I was able to receive his actions with love and find my selfishness. Although he was blunt and taciturn father who did not express his love, he loved me more than anyone else in the world. Here's something I want to say for the last time. Everyone, don't forget that the people who love you the most in the world are your parents. Thank you.
In the video, we felt a father's love for his child and heard a touching real story. I've never seen my father cry. One day, my father scolded me a lot. I was so angry that I left home. After a while, I come home and saw my father crying alone in the room. That's when I realized that my father kept me from going the wrong way. So now I can feel my father's love for me. This time we will have a moving time, thinking about our fathers with a song.
점점 멀어져 가버린 쓸쓸했던 뒷모습에 내 가슴이 다시 아파온다. 서로 사랑을 하고 서로 미워도 하고 누구보다 아껴주던 그대가 보고 싶다. 가까이에 있어도 다가서지 못했던 그래 내가 미워했었다. 점점 멀어져 가버린 쓸쓸했던 뒷모습에 내 가슴이 다시 아파온다. 서로 사랑을 하고 서로 미워도 하고 누구보다 아껴주던 그대가 보고 싶다. 가까이에 있어도 다가서지 못했던 그래 내가 미워했었다. 제발 내 얘길 들어주세요. 시간이 필요해요. 가슴 속 깊은 곳에 담아두기만 했던 그래 내가 긴 시간이 지나도 말하지 못했었던 그래 내가 사랑했었다.
바쁘게 살아온 당신의 젊음의 의미를 더해줄 아이가 생기고 그날에 찍었던 가족 사진 속에 설레는 웃음은 빛발에 가지만 어른이 되어서 현실에 던져진 나는 철이 없는 아들이 되어서 쓰러지고 또 일어서다 외로운 어느 날 꺼내본 사진 속 아빠를 닮아 있네. 내 젊음 어느새 기울어 갈 때쯤 그제야 보이는 당신의 날들이 가족 사진 속에 미소 띈 젊은 아가씨의 꽃 피던 시절은 나에게 다시 돌아와서 나를 꽃 피우기 위해 걸음이 되어버렸던 흘린 그 시간들을 내가 깨끗이 모아서 당신의 웃음꽃 피우기
Did you see your family photos in the movie? I was also very happy to see your family photo smiling brightly. This is the Mind Lecture time. Hyunyoung Choi, a lecturer at the International Mind Education Center and the head of the IYF Sri Lanka branch of the International Youth Union, is here to welcome you. Please give him a big round of applause.
Are you everyone? Are you having good time with our IYF? Yes, our volunteers, they prepare really nice program. In fact, as now myself and my wife and the 3 children, 1 son and 2 daughters, they are 11, 9, 7 years old. Now my 2 daughters are crying attending this program. And also, as I listen to these 2 songs, first song and 2 songs, and the heart-touching video of the love of the Father, also the tears comes out from my eyes also. I believe we are having the meaningful and the happiest time here in the Sri Lanka and there in the Maldives among the older people, because we are not talking about some theory and the knowledge and information, but we are taking the time to remember about the importance of the love of the Father and the family members. So I'm so grateful that we can have such a blessed time together with our young people here in the Sri Lanka. And I want to appreciate our Korea volunteer who prepared such a beautiful program like this. I will turn on my mic, this screen share. I prepare some PPT for you. 1 second. Okay. One second. You can see this, right? One moment. Okay, now let's start. In fact, the topic of today this lecture is I couldn't understand my father at that time. I'm so happy that I can see you today through this program in the topic of the father's love. When I search the name of the father in the dictionary, it shows like this: a man in relation to his child or children. Let me ask you, you can just type on your chatting. There is a chatting on your screen, right? So when I give you the question, please you just write down, type on the chatting room your answer. When you hear the word father, what do you remember first? When you hear father or daddy, what comes to your mind first? Can you write down on the chatting room? When you hear father, daddy, what word comes to you? What feeling comes to you first into your mind? Did you write down? Yes. In Korea, there was research. What comes to your mind when you hear the word father? There is a rank 1 to 5. First is the thanks, 25.7%. Second is the regretful and the sorrow, 17.8%. And third is the longing, missing, 9.8%. Maybe they are the one who lost their father, right? And the fourth is the respect, 7.2%. Fifth is the sacrifice, 6.8%. What comes to your mind when you hear the father first? Some students, they say that when they hear father, they remember drunkard. Because out of the mothers, there are not many who are drunkard or drink liquor, right? Mostly the fathers, they drink liquor and they are the drunkard, right? Here I see there are many girls here, many girl students. So I will ask you the question. So you raise your hand, okay? You raise your hand according to your answer. Number one, the type number one. My mother used to tell me, later when you get married, please meet the husband like your father. If you meet your husband like your father, then you will be happy. I used to hear like that from my mother. Raise your hand. Raise your hand like this. My mother used to tell me, meet the husband like your father. Raise your hand. Okay, I see some of you raise your hand. Some of you doesn't raise your hand. Now, second question. Okay. My mother used to tell me, if you meet the husband like your father, big problem. Don't you see how your mother suffer now? If you get married husband like your father, I will break down your legs. I used to hear like this from my mother. Raise your hand. My mother said, never meet the husband like your father. Then it will be the big problem in your life. Raise your hand, frankly. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I see some of the, I will not mention the name. I see some of the girls, they frankly raise their hands. Yeah. Okay, okay. No need to raise your hand like that. You can just raise your hand like this. Yeah. Thank you so much for frankly answering like this. When I have the counseling with many young people, they appreciate love and the sacrifice of the mother, and they have the good relationship with the mother, right? But there are many young people who have the bad relations with the father. So I myself also, when I was young, when I hear the word mother, like the terms of the mother, mom, it sounds like the worm, and the mom is kind, and she's the one whom I can easily talk about my troubles and the worries, right? But when we think about the father, right? Father is someone like the strict, always rebuke, scold, right? Or scary, and someone stiff. That is a feeling that many of the people they have. I want to share my story, my father's story. This is my family photo. This is my family photo. You can see on my left side, yeah, he is my father. My father was born 10th son out of the 11 brothers and sisters. Out of the 11 brothers and sisters, he was born as 10th. And my mother was born third daughter out of the 5 children. So my father and mother, they were born after Korea War was over, when South Korea was the most poor country in the world. So family was very poor, and at that time, most of the Korean people, they suffer a lot with the hunger and the poverty. But they have a lot of the brothers and sisters. That's why they didn't have the sufficient money to pay for the semester fee in the school. So they hardly could go to the school. Rather than going to school, they had to help their parents, right? Working at the farm, doing the farm work in their family members. So they couldn't eat what they wanted to eat. They couldn't wear what they want to wear. So my father always received the clothes from his elder brothers, from the first brother, second brother, third brother, fourth brother, fifth, sixth, and then it comes to my father, right? So after my father and mother, they got married, they only delivered one son. That is I. Very precious to my father and the mother. Yeah. So they plan, let us not our son suffer same poverty like us. So let us deliver only one son and give everything he needs. That's why I have no brothers and sisters. Even though my family were not rich, my father really supported and gave everything that I wanted to have. When I was 12 years old, I still remember my father purchased the best computer at that time, Samsung Magic Station 2. Samsung best computer, very expensive at that time, more than the 1,500 US dollars, right? Yeah, like I think that is 1994, 1995. At that time, 1,500 US dollar. It was very expensive computer. But when I was 13 years old, my father got a very big car accident, and he was hospitalized for 1 year. And my mother started to earn the money for the family. My mother started to deliver the milk and the newspaper in the early morning. So I also remember I used to wake up 4 a.m. and help my mother. My mother started to sell the cookies and the food on the street. And later, my mother started to do the business. At that time, my age was about 16, 17 years old, the age of the O-level and the A-level exam. So very much important time for the study, right? So my father really didn't like my mother doing the business, because as my mother did the business, she woke up 4 a.m. in the early morning. She goes out very early and she come back 10 p.m., 11 p.m. So my father used to speak to my mother, honey, why you are trying to earn so much money like that? Why you are working whole day? Now I'm running the flower shop. So the amount of the money that I earn is sufficient for my son. Now it's important time for our son, right? He need a mother when he goes to school, when he come back from school. He need to eat warm rice that mother cook. You should support our son to study now. Focus on the study only. But my mother ignore my father. Because of you, I am doing this business. Why you are so narrow-minded and you never understand? Other husband, they support their wives when the wives do the wife does the business, right? Why you are so narrow-minded and you never try to understand like this? I will continue my business. From that time on, there was a lot of the conflict between my father and my mother. My father drank wine, liquor every day. My father was a very good person, but whenever he drink wine, he changed, right? Fathers in the Sri Lanka also saying, right? Husbands, fathers are very good, very kind when they didn't drink liquor, right? But when they drink liquor, they become someone else, right? They become different person. My father becomes so aggressive and rough and so scary. So when my mother come back late, 10 p.m., 11 p.m., my father shout and fight and argue. And my father also sometimes used to beat my mother also. Then my mother cry, my mother go out of the house, and she come back home after a few days, and my father applies to my mother again. And again, after a few days, it repeat again and again. It continued 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and I really hated my father. I really hated my father. I just feel like it's good if my father can disappear. Why? Because in my eyes, my father was the one who destroyed my family. I feel like if my father disappeared, my mother, I can be happy. Why my father continue to drink wine every day like that? Why he cannot stop it? Why my father cannot understand the mother, and why he always trouble my mother, right? I also sometimes I shout to my father. Sometimes I scream and I argue with my father also. Yeah, at that time, I really couldn't understand why my father is doing like that. I don't know, out of the students here, there are some people who hate your father or who have bad relationship with your father. Now, 20 years passed by. Now I'm 36 years old. I have my wife. I also have 1 son and 2 daughters. Now I also have become the father. When I think about my father's heart now, after I become the father, right? When I was not in the position of the father, I really couldn't understand my father. I hated him. But after I have become the father, now when I think about my father, now I can understand my father's heart. Now I can think about after the car accident happened, my father was in the hospital for 1 year, right? How many times he think about how to protect my family, right? How much the heavy burden was there in his heart. Why he couldn't help but to drink the wine every day. At that time, how much he must be troubled in his heart, right? There was the heavy burden in his heart to keep the family members. And when I think about his love and the sacrifice that he shows me at that time, nowadays, I feel so thankful, and I sometimes cry when I think about the father's heart. Today, I talked to my father also, and I said, thank you so much, Dad. Everyone, man is very different from the woman. Father is very different from the mother, right? The girls, ladies, they are good to talk about things in their heart. Ladies, they easily speak about what is there in their mind. But men is not like that. Men cannot easily talk about things in their heart. If they don't drink liquor or wine, they cannot easily say, I love you, my children also. Yes or no? Out of your father or mother, who tells you I love you more? Mostly mother, right? Even though father, they love their children or their wife a lot, they feel shy to say, I love you, my children. That is the father, that is the man, right? You understand what I mean? So, and then, in the heart of the father, as the head of the household, there is always heavy burden and the heavy the responsibility in their heart. For example, now COVID-19 pandemic is troubling all around the world, right? When such a problem happened to the country, in the country, who feel the heaviest the responsibility in the heart? It is the president, right? Head of the country feel the heaviest responsibility of the problem of the countries. Likewise, father in the family, not only his problem, father has a responsibility to his wife and his children, to all the problem in the family. So now through the COVID-19, many families suffer with the financial problem, right? Who feel the most burden and the heavy the duty in the heart is father. Yeah, of course you may suffer, but who feel the biggest the burden and the heavy responsibility in their heart is the father, right? Because I'm the incapable. Since I incapable, maybe what if my children will be ignored by other friends, right? What if my children cannot go to school since I'm not able to pay, right? I'm doing well as a good husband or as a good father, right? Even though they really want to do their best, right? Because of the lack of the capacity and the abilities. When they have a lot of the agony because of that, there are many fathers who drink liquor and shed the tears also. I also prepared one video clip for you. Let's watch this video. This is the video clip about how the relationship between father and the son could be recovered. I request our volunteers to turn on the video, please.
Τι είναι αυτό?
Ένα σπουργίτη.
Τι είναι αυτό?
Μόλις τώρα στο πατέρα, σπουργίτη είναι.
Τι είναι αυτό?
Ένα σπουργίτη είναι, πατέρα. Ένα σπουργίτη. Σπουργίτη!
Τι είναι αυτό?
Γιατί το κάνεις αυτό το πράγμα, μπορείς να μου πεις? Τόσες φορές σου είπα, είναι ένα σπουργίτη! Δεν το καταλαβαίνεις! Πού πας?
Δυνατά.
Σήμερα ο μικρός μου γιος που πριν λίγες μέρες έκλεισε τα 3 καθόταν μαζί μου έξω στο πάρκο όταν ένας σπουργίτη ήρθε και κάθισε απέναντί μας. Ο γιος μου με ρώτησε 21 φορές τι ήταν αυτό και του απάντησα και τις 21 φορές ότι ήταν ένα σπουργίτη. Τον αγκάλιασα τρυφερά και τις 21 φορές που μου έκανε την ίδια ερώτηση, ξανά και ξανά, χωρίς να εκνευριστώ, νιώθοντας στοργή για το αθώο μου αγοράκι.
You can hear me, right? Yes. What do you feel as you watch that video clip? In fact, the sparrow, the son he knows now, was taught by the father. What he knows, it came from the father that he ignored. Son, he got upset and mad when the father troubled him 4 times, right? But son, he was the person who troubled the father 21 times to know about the sparrow. But father didn't get upset. Father hugged him, smiled at him, and kissed on him also. Everyone, there is a relationship between our Father and us. Everything that we know, everything that we have, it came from our Father. Right? Father is the one who sacrificed everything. He is the one who sent us to our schools. What we know and what we learn, it is not came from our own self. It came from the Father. Everything we have, it is from our Father. More than the things that we know, Father gave us much more, and He gave us much more sacrifice for you and I. If we can really understand the love and the sacrifice of the Father, we cannot help but to open our heart toward the Father. Yes, there is no perfect father in this world, but every father loves their children. There is a difference of the capacities of the fathers, but amount of the love of the fathers toward their children, there is no difference. There may be many things that your father cannot do for you because of the lack of the capacity, but at that time, your father feel more pain in their hearts and feel sorry to you. And sometimes they shed tears for you also. When I go to the mart, like the Kiehl's, Alpico, or the Food City, right? When I pick up, some juice or some fruits or some, eatable things, right? I try to choose best one as much as possible that I can supply with my financial status. That is the heart of the Father. Even though I cannot buy all the expensive things, as much as I can support, I try to choose the best quality one for my children. Today also, when I see my 3 small kids, 1 boy and 2 girls, I feel there is the big love, the great feeling of the love toward my children, that I want to give everything that I have for my children. When I think about, that is the feeling of the love that my father had toward me when I was in their age, when I was 10 years old, 12 years old. Now I little bit understand the love of the Father toward me. So I hope that this time of our talk concert could be the good time for you to think about and understand about the love of the Father toward you. So today evening, okay, after this talk concert is over, now I give you homework and the mission to tell 3 things to your father. 3 things. How many things? 3 things. First, you go and you sit with your father, holding the hands of your father and doing the eye contact, looking at the eyes of your father. Daddy, please spare the time 10 minutes with me. I have something to tell you, okay? Sitting together, holding the hands of your father, looking at the eyes of the father. Maybe your father feels shy to look at your eyes also, okay? So holding the hands and looking at your father's eyes, you say, first, Daddy, why I need you in my life? Daddy, why I need you in my life? Second, Daddy, thank you for this. 5 months ago, 1 year ago, when you did like this for me, I was so thankful to you. Daddy, I was so thankful to you at this time. Okay? Third, why I was sorry to you. Father, 2 weeks ago, when I hurt you, when I screamed at you, thinking that you do not care about me, I'm really sorry that I hurt you. Okay? These three things today, you have the time to speak to your father. First, why I need you in my life, Daddy. Second, Daddy, I was so thankful to you. Why I was thankful to you. And third, why I was sorry to you, when I was sorry to you. Okay? Teruna? Okay, this is a homework that you should do with your family members. So when you feel the heart of the Father to you, and when you express your thankfulness and gratitude to your Father, and I believe today will be one of the happiest moments in your life, sharing your heart with your Father. Teruna? Yeah. Stuti, today I will conclude my message here. Thank you so much for all the volunteers, your great effort. I believe that you prepared this without sleeping in the nighttime also. Yeah, I really appreciate. Let's give the big hands for our volunteers who give the great effort for this beautiful program. Let's give the big hands for our volunteers. Yeah, thank you. And thank you for the participants who spare your time and make such a beautiful program together with our IYF. Thank you so much. I was also very happy. I shed my tears. My children cry all together. Thank you making this beautiful program. I give my time to the volunteers now.
Did you enjoy the mind lecture? It was the time when I could feel my family heart once again. Please give a round of applause to Choi Hyun-young Choi, the instructor who gave the mind lecture. Thank you. Lastly, we will have a special time to talk to your father on the phone. Call and express your heart. I'm sure he will be happy. And finally say, Father, I love you, which is something you usually don't say because you're awkward. Why don't we all call him?
I think now volunteers prepare the program for you to speak to your father right now. If you are with the father, what I told you, three things to tell. Now you take a time to talk to your father. And if your father is not with you right now, please make a call. And you can take a time to speak to your father. Yeah. Show your heart and express your gratitude. Okay? So now we give you 5 minutes, all the participants here. If your father is with you, call your father to come to you, sitting next to you. And now you should speak to your father. And if your father is not with you right now, you give a call. You give a call and speak to your father through the mobile now. Yeah, now it's your time. Oh, great. My second daughter came to me that he will do the activity also.
sih.
Cheers, everyone.